Well, morning everybody. I hope you are okay, and welcome back to Wyther Farm. So, it's definitely raining quite heavily, which means we're not going to be harvesting this morning, but to be fair I still have to finish ploughing off the field that we harvested yesterday. So, as usual, I have to grab a quick coffee and a Danish for my breakfast. Before we head on up to the farm. Here we are. Lights off so I don't run the battery down. I mean, as you can see from the forecast, it is going to be sunny later, but yeah, it could be a good few hours before it is. But I hope it's cleared up by lunchtime so I can get our soya harvested. I'm glad the little coffee place has got sort of a little roof over its seats. We'll see in a little bit. Well, there's a good cup of coffee, and you can no doubt see the little taco place has gone from here. The guy at the coffee shop was telling me that they've got a new place just a couple of villages over. They were concerned with the college closing, you know, of the loss of business they were going to get, which is completely understandable. I mean, he was saying that the others are a bit worried as well, including himself of course, at the impact on business overall once the college closes. And yeah, I mean, a lot of them came here because of the college was here and they got really good business from it, but yeah, unfortunately that's going to be gone, so they're all probably having to think about whether or not they're going to remain there or go elsewhere. I can't blame them for that, it's understandable. You know, they've got a living to make the same as the rest of us, so if it means they've got to move on, then that's what's going to happen. But I hope at least one of them stays so that I've got somewhere to go for a coffee in the morning. Because, you know, but then again, I'm going to be gone for a while. I'll just clock in now. Aye, so I'll just open this gate while I'm here. So it would be a bit of a shame really if we lose too many more. I mean, they do get the locals, you know, because it's got a nice pond there and that, and the locals will come and spend a bit of time there at the weekends when the weather's nice. And but I mean, this is the main business at the moment. But of course, if the factories come, and it's looking more and more likely that they will do, then hopefully they'll get a bit of business from those as well, and let's hope that they come in time to help them out. You just don't know, do you? I'm hoping so. We'll see. Right. Time for me to go and sort out the animals, so I'll speak to you in a little bit. I nearly forgot I had a meeting with the manager this morning. I was just heading up to the field actually when I remembered, so is that done? So I asked her about the header, you know, the one for harvesting the corn and the sunflowers, given we don't have to plant it anymore. There's no point in keeping hold of the header, so she's given the okay for that to be sold. She's looking to get a company come and take away the dismantle and take away the TMR mixer, so we can. She's got a buyer for it, she just needs a way to get it there. And she was also asking about the tractors, because of course once the students are away it's just going to be me. It's pretty much just me now, to be honest. And whether or not we can shift a couple of the tractors now. So I do need a front loader for still feeding the animals until they've moved. And just for moving pallets and stuff around as well. So I have said that this tractor, if you look at our machinery, has got enough horsepower. This is the smaller of the three. Does actually have enough horsepower to cope with all the machinery we have left. So in theory the two big ones can move. So she's looking at the possibility of that soon. So yeah, canola's looking nice and sunny on a rainy day, that's what we say. So so I'll probably take the header later today, because I'm not convinced as to when I'm going to, or if I'm even going to get the soya harvest today. I hope I do, but there's a good possibility that it's not happening. So we'll see. She's also said if I needed to take the Land Rover and the soil sampler to Not Yet Dead, you know, I could do it during the week, because there's going to be less stuff to do. Once, because I'm not even, I did ask her about this field, whether we're going to re-sow it now or not. And she's going to think about it. If we want to re-sow it, it's going to have to be the next couple of days. But she's hoping to get another crop out of it. I think what I'll do as well is, once the students have gone, I mean that's going to be pretty much it on the farm. It really is just going to be selling off the machinery and stuff and bits and bobs. So for that couple of weeks I probably won't do that much recording. Maybe just a day or two, and then yeah, and then once I get to my cousins and I'm back doing farm stuff again, I'll start doing my vlog again. But yeah, as I say, it really is just tidying things up and getting things sort of up to the new place at that point. And the students will be done in a couple of days, and they'll be heading to the inn to a rather poignant celebration of both their finishing their exams and, well, the end of an era here at the college. kind of hoping that last pass was going to finish off the ploughing, but we do have a little bit left up here to do. Didn't quite make it. As you can see, it's the sun's out, the rain's off, so we're all good for harvesting this afternoon, I would think. Just check that was it. I think it is. And I can cultivate this field tomorrow probably, or maybe I'll start it later today depending how it goes. I worked till about 8 o'clock last night and made a start on getting this field ploughed yesterday after oh, if I'm looking backwards I'm going to have an accident after I finished the harvesting. What a difference. It's absolutely glorious sunny day now. Stunning. Right, let's park this up. Trying to decide whether or not I'll ask the farm manager, she'll help me take up the auger this afternoon, I'll take up the combine. I might just after lunch quickly go sell that header. Did I give that a clean yesterday? Ooh, can't remember. I think we did. I think we washed it, right? But we probably need to do a little bit of maintenance. I'll bring the combine out anyway and put it on. As I say, then I'm going to pop for some lunch. And then we'll see what our soybean harvest brings in terms of yield. Oh, it's always a weird collision thing going on there. I think that that'll also give me time to go find my notebook over lunchtime as well. Sure we washed this, but it probably does need. Let's get it out in the sun, I'll have a quick look, because if this is clean I can take it straight to the store now, and that way I'll just pop over to takeaway place and grab some lunch and then just walk back, because it's glorious now. Yeah, it's clean. I'll take it up to, I don't think I can fit it in our garage, but I can do the one at the store, so I'll take it up there to get it fixed, and I'll get it sold. Now, it does fit through this gate, I'm sure it does. If not, I'm going to have to go down to the... Oh dear, okay, it doesn't. Right, let me try the other gates. Oops. Clearly, since we had the gates put in for security, not had this header out that way. I should just went out this way anyway, right? Would have made more sense, to be fair, given we were down this end. Right, this is going to have to fit. Oh, I think I shut it again. There we go. Oh. Swings back there and attacks me. Right. Oh, it's still going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. Oh, this could be like a 20-point turn. Oh, just. Whew. should have put up some blocks for traffic actually. I'm moving this stuff. Oh well. There's a car coming. I'm hoping he's going to want to go. Of course he wants to. Ah, wonderful. Okay. These drivers are just not good at all. Let's hope nothing else comes down this road before I get to the shop. It's really because I don't like using header trailers as well. I really don't like header trailers. Which is why I prefer the headers that you can pull behind combine like the one that we have. Right. I'll just put this down in this corner, I think, the way. And then I'll pop back and just check what needs doing on this trailer, and I'll catch you a little bit after lunchtime. Here we go. Let's get the soya harvested. I've got my notebook. I've checked that everything was perfect. And so the first time we got 11,051 litres of soya. Let's see if we can get the same again, given that it's saying everything's perfect. In theory, we should get the same or slightly better or just under, thereabouts anyway. So I may have been a bit enthusiastic for bringing up the auger, but it's always best just to have it rather than not have it. The canola looks great, I have to say. Another thing, I can join these two bits up to now, and when the canola is harvested I can finally complete getting this field back to how it was once upon a time. It's been a few years. Sure. Now we can see how much nitrogen it's put back, if any, that it puts in back into the soil. So the college got just over 55,000 for the sale of that header. So it wasn't too old, that was quite good, and it didn't need too much maintenance done on it. It's a good thing about having a an agricultural mechanic to hand as well, and he really does keep our equipment in really good nick. Yeah, and he's a brilliant teacher as well for the students. This won't take long. I did think of time-lapsing it, but it's going to be relatively quick. It's a small plot, so, you know, I can waffle my way through in a few minutes. No bother. Still have to think of the logistics about moving this big beastie to its new home as well. I think they're keeping this header, even though they didn't want the other one. But it's probably going to be easier to possibly sell the header, but we'll see. I mean, this is a really good header, and it's a trailed one, you know. It makes a big difference when you're moving about, you know, small countryside roads. Especially with the traffic that we have around here. And my own driving, of course, is just about as bad as theirs, so, you know. Shouldn't really knock them. This isn't looking promising, I have to say, in terms of yield. So even though it's telling me that I've got the fertilizing levels are perfect, it's actually acting as if it's giving me a yield that you'd think you'd get when they were bad, if that makes sense. There's no way we're going to get that target we did the last time. Which is interesting, because I thought when they fixed this that they would have tweaked the yield as well, but clearly it's not. And this is going to be down by quite a bit. It's going to be down by probably as much as the USR was up when we gave that a perfect, you know, fertilizing state. So, yeah, 666677. So just turn this off a sec. I know I haven't put it in there. So that's nearly 4,000 less. Actually, 1166. Let's just say 7. Yeah, over 4,000 less than what it was when we started at 0N. Whereas the OSR went from being at low N up about 4,000, so yeah. But now let's have a jump out and have a, it's a bit weird why it's still reading good and perfect even though there's no crop left in there anymore. It's a bit it's still reading exactly the same amount as it had of N as it had before I harvested it. I wonder if I'm going to have to plough it to see if that changes, because it's reading it as if there's still a crop in there, and clearly there's not. pH good up here, which is what you would expect, and but the nitrogen's still exactly the same. Interesting. Right, I'm going to go and plough this in and I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, ploughing's done, so let's see. I'll try at the top bit where there's a silty clay. Of course, as we work the oilseed drape became ready for harvest. Okay, so it's saying pH good, which is what it should be. Nitrogen is still 40k, so it hasn't added any there. I suspect it's not added any down here either. So I'm not quite sure when they said they'd fixed soybean exactly what they fixed. Because even though it's saying when I sowed it, it came up, yes, nothing been added, came up as being perfect for nitrogen. It was certainly quite a bit less yield than what it was when we got it down to 0 nitrogen before we sowed the first lot. So I'm a bit confused as to why, as to what they actually did to fix the soybean, other than change it from saying bad or okay N when it was above 0 to saying perfect. But if that's the case, it's a bit misleading. Anyway, that's it for today's episode, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any comments on the soybean, just drop them below, cheers, because I certainly am a bit confused about it all and what was meant to be fixed. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you again in the next episode. Bye all.